The Rhine design phase of our project went really well. I thought we were extremely pleased with how Dan Murphy from Rhine translated sort of our unique requirements. We sort of had some very specific asks, and it was a tight space in our yard, and Dan came up with a couple of really creative options for us to choose from, and was extremely patient as we iterated on what we liked, what we didn't like, and I thought the process was fantastic.
The crew from Rhine were very professional, very clean, and they were in and out. They were here every day. They were here in brutal cold and heat. I mean, they were really hardworking individuals.
Yeah, it really felt like we could trust them. And these guys showed up in vehicles that were all clean, and they all wore almost like a uniform, so we knew who was who we could trust that was working on the project versus somebody who was just showing up. So we really felt comfortable because there were obviously many times they were here when we were not. So we felt completely comfortable with the crew. We found out about Rhine through a project in our neighborhood. We knew one of our neighbors had done a pretty elaborate project. We had seen it ourselves firsthand, and we were really impressed. We just thought the concept and just the craftsmanship was of the type of thing we would want. And we also sort of felt Rhine was synonymous with quality. So we sort of felt like this was the type of project we'd like to have if we were going to do a project.
We also met with Jay, and Jay was very impressive and was very cognizant of things we wanted to incorporate in our project. So we felt really good about that meeting.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I'm most comfortable about with Rhine is as the project came to completion, we've never had a pool before. And so felt at times I was like a hog staring at a wristwatch. But these guys have been holding our hands all the way through the process, transition to owning the pool, treating the pool. They're still coming here, helping us, making sure that we're not going off the rails. We had a really bad storm one night, and I was texting a guy in the middle of the night, and he was telling me what to do with the pool equipment to keep everything on track. So we've really been impressed with their commitment to us not only being satisfied, but being successful.
And I would say not only that, Rhine was very in tune to help out things that weren't working correctly. So when they saw something that wasn't part of the original design, but they knew was going to be better for us in the end, they incorporated it at no additional charge to us. It was really a feel-good moment when they would do these things.
Yeah, I think it was great. I mentioned earlier Dan Murphy from Rhine in the beginning sort of set out with a question about what is the range that we're looking at, so that we didn't waste time iterating on designs that were just never going to be affordable. But in the end, we actually compared the design with several other companies and found that Rhine was actually the most affordable. Despite the fact that many people would have said a firm of this high quality is going to charge you more. It was actually not the experience that we had, which made it even more of an easy decision to go with Rhine. Well, it's funny, our neighbor next door, as you might be able to see, has an ongoing project. It started about the same time as ours, but I don't know if they're close to being finished. But it's ironic. We've seen another neighbor who you can't see right now on the other side of our pool who had a project that also dragged on forever. And we heard constant complaints about just trying to get these people to come out here and do work. And we never had that problem with Rhine. The gentleman Tom Parks, who was their project manager, was always letting us know, this is our plan, our guys are going to be out here starting on this day. Or if they couldn't be here because of weather or some other reason, he'd let us know. So I don't think we were ever in the situation that we've seen our neighbors in where they're just scratching their heads. You ask them, when are you going to be done? And they say, we don't know. And I don't think we ever felt that way with Rhine. Yeah, it's been tough to get them out, to be honest.
And I think we're going to be the hot spot of the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're loving it. We're loving it. It's really the lifestyle that we were looking for. I think it wasn't just a project that we were talking about. This was really a change in lifestyle for us that we were looking forward to, which is why I think the quality and the details of design and craftsmanship were so important to us. This was really a reflection of us and who we are, and that's why we're so happy. We think it came out fantastic. Yeah, I think the biggest test of a project like this is at the end of it, would you do it all over again? And I don't think without hesitation. If we had another project, or if we were back at the beginning knowing what we know now, we'd call Jay and we'd go through it all over again. We were so pleased with the process beginning to end.